Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Boujee and Unbothered. You have Sasha here.
And Kim.
We are your hostesses with the mostesses. So we're going to talk about a little fun topic. So one of the shows that me and Kim absolutely love is 90 Day Fiancé. I will say we talk about this show and the foolery on it all the time. And so in the most recent season, I don't know what season it is, but in the most recent season...
Let's see. Wait, hold on. They got different franchises. So I think it's 90 Day Fiancé. I think it's
before the 90 days, right? Yeah. Yes. That usually has the best tomfoolery on it, too. So yes. I'm sure y'all have seen all around social media Ed from 90 Day Fiancé. And what's his fiance's name or his girl's name? Pearl? Rose.
You called her Pearl. Her name is Rose. Pearl. No, Ed is 54 and from San Diego, and Rose lives in the poorest parts of the Philippines, and I believe she can't be more than 25.
She's in her 20s. Yeah, she's in her 20s. So Ed deployed what is, to me, standard practice when it comes to online dating, guys, which is he Heightfished. Why the heck I don't know her name? Rose.
Okay.
He just told me the girl's name. I don't want it to be Rose. Clearly, I want it to be something else. But he Heightfished Rose. So I think he told in his profile, he wrote that he was over 5 feet. And he was walking around here 4'11".
And like exactly. On the lower end of 4'11" with no neck.
So I was telling Kim, I was like, this is absolutely standard. When it comes to the online dating world, as you guys know, I've had exposure to online dating. And you, like, minimum, you have to take off 2 inches. I feel like the average is 2 inches, 2 to 3. But 3 is when people are really wilding. But definitely 2 inches, standard. Every guy's lying. Every guy. If he says, and the biggest indicator is, like, those even numbers. So if he says he's 6 feet even, he's 5'10", okay? So just know he's lying. He's
I
5'10".
love that you said that. If it's that round number, yeah. Like online, it seems like there's so many people walking around at 6 feet, but we don't see them.
Exactly. To me, the only people who are being honest about their height, now if they're putting over 6 feet, like if they're like saying they're 6'4", they're probably 6'4". Like right. I feel like people who are like above 6 feet, like you're not gonna be 6'2" talking about your 6'4". So like that's not necessary. So I feel like if they're saying 6'2" and above, they're likely 6 feet or higher, and the higher they are, the more accurate you are to the height. But listen, that 6 and under, it's a hard one.
So what are your overall thoughts on height fishing?
Off with their heads.
Why are you so extreme?
Not being Let me take some of the drama out. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, right? Like, I feel like the friend that goes for any kind of like fudging when it comes to online dating. Like, the goal is to get to the date for the most part, unless I'm not even going to entertain people who aren't trying to get to the date. The goal is to get to an in real life interaction. What am I supposed to do if I get to the date and I'm expecting you to be 6 feet? Especially because I'm a taller girl. I'm 5'7". Especially, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like 5'6" and a half, 5'7".
Okay.
Between 5'7".
Okay.
So, I got a little height. So I do contemplate my heel situation when going on a date, especially if I have not seen the person before. It's a real thing that I go through. So I'm not really the best at heels anyway, but I just want to know, right? Am I going to rock the heel? Am I going to go with something a little bit shorter, or like a cute flat or whatever? I don't want to show up to the date towering over you because you told me in your profile that you were 6 feet, and I always verify that you're 6 feet and you're 5'9". That's not fair. And then what am I supposed to do? Because I'm going to be the jerk if I call it out. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to lie about something like that and I call it out, I don't want to hear nothing. You're just going to have to sit there and take it. Because now I was deceived. That's how I feel.
So, I'm thinking on the opposite end of the spectrum. So going back to what you first said, which is the goal, right? The goal is to have an offline, in-person interaction. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. If a man says that he is 5'10" or under, there is a high likelihood that the disinterest will come over you immediately and you will pass. So I actually think it is strategic to height fish while online and to be able to get to the point where you can have enough conversation and try to let that personality shine bright so that by the time,
oh my God,
you have that first interaction and you are revealed to be a fraud, there is a possibility that you will exhibit favor in the fact that his personality was so great that you can overlook it. Most of the time, that's probably not the case, but he wants to give himself a fighting chance. And so I'm not endorsing height fishing. I will never say that, but I understand because we know as women, I'm going to say, like, we have jokes about shorter men and they honestly do not get the kind of respect that, you know, we give to a taller man. And the jokes will come. So I think that they know what it is. Like, they know exactly what would happen if they told you their real height. Ed knew that if he put four, look at the way we're talking if a man is under 6 feet. Look at how you're talking about how off with his head. If he, like, is 2 inches shorter.
Not if he's under 6 feet, but if you lying about.
But like if he lied, right. But
if he lied, absolutely.
But imagine.
So now I'm deceived.
Imagine if you're Rose and Ed hits you with he's 4'11", a 4. I can't even imagine a man telling me that he's 4 anything in height.
Listen, I just feel like you have to lead in these scenarios. You need to lead with honesty, because we're gonna get there eventually. And now, for
people can't handle the truth.
Now you put yourself. Well, listen. Now
people can't handle the truth.
You put yourself in a situation where if I leave you because of it, you ain't gonna like that either. I just feel like honesty is the best policy when it comes to that. And I feel like, why are you trying to find somebody who's so shallow anyway, who's gonna judge you on your height? You don't necessarily know that the person is gonna have a problem with your real height if you just tell the truth, but they should know what they're getting into.
They're probably gonna have a problem with the height.
Let me tell you. And also in true 90 Day Fiance fashion, I feel like a lot of these guys will also lie about their income levels. I just feel like, why are you leading with embellishing on shallow attributes? And then they do turn around and they always end up judging the person on when they do this big reveal of they're either not as tall as they said they were, they're not as young as they said they were, the pictures implied, or they're not as well off as they seem to portray themselves to be. Then it's a whole, you were supposed to love me for me. But if you thought the person was supposed to love you for you, you will be leading with yourself and not a smoke screen.
It's a bait and switch.
It is a bait and switch. And it's a judgment on the back end. That if I don't like the switch, something's wrong with me. I don't care.
I agree, but I understand, because I think the idea is, for the most part, they know that the interest is you want to cast a wide net. first and then narrow it down, because that's the name of the game, right? In online dating. So it's a funnel. So everyone you meet is not going to be a hit. So you want to increase your probability of success. And so they're trying to do that by increasing their numbers. Again, I don't condone it, but I understand it.
Well, I neither condone nor understand.
But honestly, Tasha, real talk, people are fraudulent out here, and we know that. Like that, you just ran it down. The
You're
height,
absolutely right.
The wealth, the age, the looks. I mean, you name it, and that's the reality of it. You have to understand that that's the risk that you were willing to accept. That what you thought that whole what I asked for versus what I got is a reality. Like what I thought I was talking, who I thought I was talking to versus who shows up. There's going to be a disparity.
Right. You're absolutely right. We have normalized fraud in our society. I'm just going to say that as well. And there's different kinds of fraud. So there's this fraud, and then I will say there's the lifestyle embellishment that is afforded by actual fraud, i.e. scamming. Okay, scamming on like credit cards and stuff like that. That is being normalized in society too. And I don't know how we got here, but between people being fraudulent with who they are online, and then people living fraudulent lifestyles through doing illegal activity, we messed up in the game.
Fake it till you make it.
Oh my God.
That's basically, it's just an expansion of fake it till you make it. That's all. Portray the life you want to live until you can live it.
In the fake it till you make it scenario, you have an opportunity to actually live the lifestyle for real. When you're height fishing, you ain't never gonna be 6 feet.
No, but you
might live the lifestyle that a 6 foot man might live.
Yes,
you out here.
Online, you're living the life of a 6 foot man in terms of being able to pull in the volume that you're probably talking to more women online because of your 6 feet in your profile than you've ever talked to prior to that. So for a moment in time, you are living that life.
All right. Well, my takeaway for you guys is to just live your truth. Okay, live your truth and expect no less from the person that you engage with on or offline. Because and if they're height fishing you, don't feel like you can't call it out. You can call it out.
So my bougie girl takeaway is honesty is not always the best policy because everyone can't handle truth. Everyone can't. No, I need people to stop lying. That's a lie in and of itself. Everyone cannot handle the truth.
All right, that's going to have to be its own topic. I think from Kim's perspective, sometimes the truth is overrated. All right, guys. Well, until that day, you guys just always remember to stay moisturized, stay unbothered,
and be unpredictable.
All right. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.